Nick Hawkins, West Ham Fan TV. Just watched the Arsenal game. It was Arsenal 2, West Ham 1. A little bit more positive tonight than it was last week, but still the same result, Matt.
Well, yeah, I mean, to be honest, fair play to Moyes for mixing it up. I will give him that. I mean, on Twitter before the game, when the team was announced, in the WhatsApp groups, a lot of doubts, a lot of confusion about the lineup. Were we going to play a five at the back? Sky were reporting a 4-2-3-1, as we always have. A little bit of confusion there, but we did look more organised. We did look more industrious. We did look more up for it. Credit to the Arsenal in certain aspects, but really they were very slow. I mean, if we'd have played against a team that moved it about a bit quicker, I think we would have struggled. But we did get well on the counter. The formation, 5 at the back, it worked better. It did work better. Honestly, I would have preferred a 5-3-2 there. I still think we need 2 up front. Perfect example, Mikel Antonio. How many times did he drag wide during the game? He drags wide. You have Masuaku. I mean, man of the match without a doubt. I mean, the rumors that were on Twitter that he's been training brilliantly, really dedicated, putting in a good shift in training, and it shows. And like we always know with the debate, he's not a left back. He's not going to fit into that spot. And with this formation, it seems to work well. And it actually benefits Fredericks. I was critical of Fredericks last week. Okay, defensively, he still has he's still a liability, like with the one of Saka, where he let him go, and luckily we got the offside. But going forward, Fredericks offers us a lot more, But there, if we'd have had Haller and Antonio up front, I think we'd have done better, because the one time that Antonio gets in the box, does brilliantly to get between the 2 centre-backs and gets a goal. But so many times he drags himself wide. The ball comes out, for example, to a Masuaku. Fornals is helping there. They put a ball in. Nobody closes on the far side, for example. And we 2 or 3, 4 crosses in each half to nobody in the box, I don't know what you think about that, but that's what I think. I think we need, if we're going to play 5 at the back, we need to lump 2 up.
Well, the thing is with that formation, I thought it worked okay, and I think we're trying to squeeze in certain players and things like that. And I think we was a lot more positive tonight. I think the manager was. I don't think he was quick enough to make the changes, to be quite honest with you. When we got it back to 1-1, we were clearly on top. We were clearly on top, and as I said before, we've got players on the bench. Another, again, 100 million pounds worth of talent. And, he's waiting to the 89th minute when we're 2-1 down to bring him on. I think there was a patch in the second half, probably about a 15-minute patch, where if he'd have made them substitutions with the balls that were going in the box as well, and Arsenal was struggling, I think Haller would have got onto a couple of them, to be honest.
Exactly, mate. I in my WhatsApp group with my mates, I put in there 82nd minute Moyes. I should have put a bet on for the first sub. And what happens? 82nd minute. I just felt it. I just had this feeling. And if you look exactly like you say, we should have capitalized, and I like Bowen a lot, but by 60th minute, he was blown out of his ass. He did exactly the same as Antonio last week. Frustration, started slamming shots at defenders, instead of just pinging it, maybe moving it wide again. And, I really think there, I mean, I'm not saying Yarmolenko was a bad sub, because I understand Moyes likes him because he cuts in and hits it with the left foot. I understand that. But maybe Anderson should have come on with a double sub with Haller. I mean, that could have been a good option. I mean, but again, got to say it. The runners, the first goal. Declan Rice had a brilliant game compared to Newcastle. He looked much more up for it, but he let Lacazette go. The centre-backs again. Why do our centre-backs not check their shoulder? I mean, I work with under 11s, under 12s. Check the shoulder is the first thing when the ball's coming into the box. A quick glance over the shoulder. Ogbonna got pulled to the front post, so Rice should have followed Lacazette. That's his responsibility as a defensive midfielder. It's like going back to the old days of Czech Kouyaté when he used to walk back, following the runners into the box. It's incredibly frustrating. Yarmolenko for the second goal didn't pick up the runner there. I mean, Sacco was obvious that he was going to play that through ball to Ceballos. It was so obvious. Yarmolenko got caught flat-footed. And again, another situation. I mean, it's basics. I mean, we looked more organized in defense, but these are so simple things. And at the end of the day, like you said, so many positives, But again, we're 2 games in, 0 points, and with another 5 tough games to go. You know, and the Premier League's a tough league. You know, if you don't pick up this 1 point here, 1 point there, you know, we could be in for another tough season at the end of the year, no? And I mean, today makes us realise that we need a centre-back. Aaron Cresswell, a left centre-back, is not good enough. I'm not saying he played really badly, but you need a left-footed, good centre-back there, strong, tough, you know. God forbid we buy Kolasinac, because you could see today that he was, you know, for the first goal, he was well over the place. I mean, I hope to God we don't pick up Kolasinac, but we need a left centre-back, because Diop looks better in the back three, don't you think?
I thought so. I just thought there were some good performances tonight, let down by not only the manager's indecisiveness and you know, stubbornness, but I thought a little two lapses of concentration against a team like Arsenal. They're always going to punish you, and everything else I thought was spot on. But you know, that lack of firepower as well. When we've got a record only centre forward sitting on the bench, I think it's poor. But Matt, thank you very much for coming on, Matt. Really appreciate it.
Just want to say one quick thing, mate. I'm a coach. I'm not a good manager. Yeah. And that is the difference, because I'm not good at in-game management. You know, that's what Moyes is struggling with, you know, in-game management, like you talked about with the subs, you know. And there's plenty of examples. Glenn Roeder, great coach, bad manager. You know, Moyes needs someone or something to help him with this in-game management, because if not, we're going to be sitting there exactly the same, having the same conversations week after week.
Yeah, I agree, Matt. Thank you very much, Matt. Really appreciate it.
Take care, mate. Thanks a lot. Take care. Bye.